Okay, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today for the Feel Good Show. I am Dr. KALEFA, and this is
Cornelius Smith.
Cornelius Smith. Okay, and Cornelius is here again with me this week. And for the past few weeks, if you haven't been following us, um, you won't know that we have been setting up some systems because we decided that the best way to go forward to maintain optimum health is to grow our own, and we're showing you the best ways to grow your own. We've started off with a hydroponic system, and we're going to show you all the different ways we can think of for you to grow, even though you may not be in a house in a hot country with a garden outside and a river running through it and waterfall and everything that you need to make it perfect. We are not either. We do have the sun and we do have the rain, which is raining at the moment. Um, but we will show you, even if you're living in a cold country, and you only have a little window space or you only have a wall or whatever, you can grow your own, and you'll be surprised how much you can grow in a small space and feed your whole family. Yes, I know. Yes, you're looking at my hat, and yes, it does look like an umbrella, and I do call it an umbrella hat. Yes, and it's because the sun is extremely hot here at the moment, and I keep losing my umbrellas. And I saw this hat, and I thought, you know what? I'll have it as an umbrella hat. So there you go. Um, so I'm shading from the sun, and I think it looks pretty good, don't you?
Yeah, I think so too.
So you say. Okay. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself, Cornelia. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, if you were following us from a few weeks ago, then you remember that this is Cornelius Smith, and I joined Dr. Khalifa in going through with this program rather, this process. And
You have to speak here to the mic.
okay,
Sorry.
and I want to emphasize on planting and growing our own food. And if you could remember, I told you about my sickness and what caused me to be emphasizing so much on growing my own food. And we want to show you today how far we
We're
have
coming.
reached now.
Mhm.
Yes, as it relates to growing our own food.
Yes.
Yes. So stand by, listen up, and we will
Mhm.
put it through to you. Okay.
Okay. So, like we said, as we're going along, we're researching because we're novices to this, and we're looking at how everything will grow in this environment. I must say, compared to those of you who live in a cold country, it's much easier in the sun and having rainstorms and lots of water. We haven't started catching the water yet, but we're going to do some rainwater harvesting as well. So we'll show you how that can be done on a small scale also. Um, but we were waiting. I'm still upset about that man this morning, because a few days ago we asked one of the coconut men in the market, and I hope he's watching, you know, in the market to bring us the husks from the outside after he's chopped off the outside of the coconut. And the husk, we want to show you how you can use that. And it's very beneficial to use that in the containers for the plants. I'm going to talk about the benefits as well. But 2 days and he's let us down. So we've got what we can, what we could find here. We've just got some little pieces. And what we want to emphasize is that this is from the dry coconut, not the jelly. Because the jelly is green and it's young, and this is from the coconut when it's older and it's dry, and they cut off the husk and take it off. And excuse me, this is what the husk is. So we are going to show you how to actually line your cups with it, and what benefits. In fact, it improves the drainage and the aeration, the air that can get to the roots of the plant, and also it helps to retain water in the cups as well. It's high porosity because you can see it's very porous. So the high porosity helps to prevent standing water. Sometimes you just have water that is there, and it helps the standing water and the root not to rot. Okay, so and of course, if the roots rot, that's detrimental to the plant. It's finished. Yeah. And it allows more oxygen to reach the plant roots and promotes healthy growth. So this is a very, very good, good medium to have, to plant the plants in. And one of the reasons we were looking more at something like this is because, I mean, we put the dirt in, didn't we? And what
Yeah.
happened there?
We are not too satisfied with the dirt because what
Mm.
we found out now is that the dirt is leaking out into the drain, and
Hmm.
that is going down into the pump.
Yes,
Yes,
we
and
did
that
it.
that can be dangerous for the pump.
Yes,
So we are now using the coconut husks
yeah,
to avoid so much dirt. Now we have
yeah,
got to find something else to work with that.
yes,
Yeah, but we
yeah.
are trying to avoid in the dirt.
And as it turned out, the coconut husk, because you remember when we were little, our parents and grandparents used to plant and put that into the soil,
Yeah.
as well, the coconut husk and the ashes and things in the soil. So we thought, let us try this and see how this works. And it turns out that people are using it all over the world. So it's not new, but we can show you how to put it with the hydroponic system, because most places are mincing it and mixing it with the soil. But we do not want the soil. As Cornelius is saying, the soil is getting into the water and it can block up. Even though we put the mesh over the
Yeah, it's
pipe,
seeping.
it's still seeping through the mesh and going into the water. And we don't want that, because one of the great things about having the hydroponic system is that you don't have to be running out to test everything all the time, because it's actually watering the plants, and you don't have to be watering it. You just have to make sure that the pump is submerged below the water, so that it can continue to work well. And we don't. The whole idea of hydroponics as well is that we don't want to spend all the time doing the farming that people do on the ground.
Mm.
Yes, it's supposed to be convenient. So if you want to go away for a little while, go and visit people and do all of that. You don't have to have people coming in and out to water your plants every day. Okay, so we're trying to get it to that state, and and go from there. So the first thing we're going to show you is how to line the cups. And talking about the cups, you did not tell me. I'm going to tell on him, yes, because he made holes in his cups using a heated piece of iron. And he said, "Oh, it's much easier than trying to bore the holes with the way we've been doing." So I thought, let me get my heated piece of iron. And I started to heat, but I thought, why do one at a time? Let me do a couple at a time. And I started doing them, started with these. And I thought, after about three, I thought, let me do two at a time. So I did two at a time. And this is what happened. Of course, when you think about it in retrospect, the heat sealed the two cups together. So do not try to save time and make yours two at a time, because that means you got all these two cups are sealed together. Okay. So just a little pointer there, so you don't make the same mistake I did or he did, although he didn't tell me, warn me. Um, and we're also going to show you the natural fertilizer that we have bought. I will say that I am currently working on a natural fertilizer which I developed a couple of years ago, but I'm changing it so that we can use it as a liquid rather than a powder. So that will be coming soon. But in the meantime, we have one here which says it's a complete biologically balanced foliar fertilizer, and some of the nutrients it has is nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, iron, copper, boron, nickel, cobalt, zinc, manganese, moly. Oh, I don't know this one. Molybdenum and magnesium. So it's got quite a few minerals in there. But I'm also working on one which comes from the natural surroundings, and that I know will provide all of the minerals and vitamins that the plants need. So before we move on, in a minute I'm going to show you the pump working. The pump actually works only when the
Sun.
the sun is shining on the solar system, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So that means during the night it doesn't run. But what happens is that the water settles in the pipe, so the pipe is never really without water. Yeah. And as soon as the sun, so where are you putting yours? Because you said you were going to put it in a position where it can start catching the
Yeah,
sun
yeah.
from the
Focus on the
moment it
sun. But at
rises.
night it doesn't want much water for nights.
Mm,
You know, the sun
yeah.
is when it's hot in the day, so the
Yeah.
plants need more water.
Yes.
So it's
And for those of you who live in the cold climate, maybe you need to check out a pump that works, that absorbs the heat in the day and works when there's no, when the sky is cloudy, because you'll have more cloudy days than we do. And you want it to be working efficiently. So um, let us show them now how to do the husking in the pots, and we can plant some of the plants that we have here. So let me. Shall I bring this over there, or shall we just do it here? You
right here.
bring, yeah, bring some of them over. Let's put it in the cups first, and then we can bring it over.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so
So this is what we have here, the coconut husk. I am.
yes, you can put it up
What
to
we
the
do is
camera so they can
we
see that.
store up this as fine as we can.
If you like, you could even
Use a
chop it up with,
scissors,
yes,
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 and cut it up by place. A
yes.
little of it in the bottom of the cup here,
You
and
can kind of lift it up so they can
yes,
see more what you're doing.
pour up some more here. And
hmm And we're gonna line it. Yeah. So we're gonna line the bottom of the cup. Oh, I'm coming. You carry on.
yeah, so there we are. Yeah, this all of this crop. I also did one of my plant. Your plant will be looking like this, and we would have placed it on top of the hooks here, and then put a few of the hooks around the plant. And this is to really reinforce the plant, keep it up straight. So there it is. Stuck the hooks around the plant like this,
There we go.
and they are here. Plant is up there looking nice, and
Right. That's lovely.
also put some more there.
And I'm going to put some in this, and we'll put a bigger plant in because some of the plants are big. There's some basil there and some green pepper, which are quite big. So we're going to look at how those fare. We had to get some bigger pots because we had, what was it, 3-inch holes?
Yes, yes.
And you want at least a 12-ounce cup for the 3-inch holes. Otherwise, it doesn't sit on the bottom, and when the water comes, it will
All right.
run over.
This is good for this. You can
Okay,
see
hold it
this
up to the
plant,
camera. Yeah,
plant there.
come down a little. You can see, there. You can
Okay.
see there. Yes. So,
So this will be growing nice through the husk
mhm, mhm.
here. The root will be extended into the water,
Okay.
and this won't have any dirt. This
hmm
this straight
Which
husk.
we, yes.
So
That's
we are
brilliant.
checking on that one now.
Okay, so let's bring one of the bigger plants now, maybe the basil,
Yeah.
and we can see how that fares.
This is
We're just learning as we go along. The one next to it, this, yes, that's the basil. Bring it all over, and then
okay,
we
but this
can,
can go in the cup. This is big.
yeah. But what we can do is to take it out with some of the dirt. Take off some of the dirt. Let's not lose the roots, because if we lose the roots, then it's not going to grow. So let's just put enough in, and then we can tuck some more in.
No, put the coconut shells, the husk around it, man. You don't want much dirt. You're trying to
Oh, yes,
avoid
yes,
much
yes,
dirt.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So, shall I take out some of this?
No, that's okay, but put some.
Yes, let me put a bit more. Yes, he's quite right. What we're trying to do is avoid putting the dirt in, so that we're
Naturally
not
dirt.
having that problem with the dirt in the water that may, you know, block up the pump. Um, so this is basil. That one is pak choy. Yeah, the one you've just done.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pak choy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, as they say, makes the give the plant roots more air, and um, it helps to stabilize the plant, and it else helps with the drainage. Yes. So great. So we've got two there. So let's just put those in, and then we can show you. You can hold it, and I'll bring the camera. This come this side because I've just plugged it in.
Oh, so you want to put it close.
Yes, yes. So hopefully they can see what you're doing there. So we've got a basil there, and we've got a pat choy on that side. Yes. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do with the rest of the plants, and the seeds that we planted down the bottom are coming up really well as well. So we're going to start transferring those into here. So by next week, hopefully, you will be seeing all along here full of plants.
Yes.
Yes. So shall we show them the dirt in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, let's show you the dirt. You can see there the water. You can see there the water running from the pump, and the pump is actually exposed. So we need to empty those bottles. The pump cannot be exposed or it will stop working. But you can see there dirt in the water, and that will get into the pump, and we'll have to keep cleaning it and unblocking it. So we're praying that the coconut husk will actually solve that problem. So we're going to pour two more bottles of water in. And the more plants you have on the system, obviously, the bigger the bucket and the more water you're going to need. This is quite a small bucket, um, but this is not a very big system yet. As you can see, we've started adding to it.
Right.
Okay, so you can see it there, the working. Oops, we don't want the laptop in there, do we?
No.
You can see it working there, and you see the water going from the pump into the system, and it goes up to the other side. Can you lift the cord to me? Goes up to the other side and comes back around and runs out of this one. And here is we've put the solar up on the wall, so that it can really catch the sun. See, it's right there. Yes, and the sun is over there. Okay, so we can come back around here now. Yes. So, what about nutrients? You're saying? Let's fix this. I'll get the I'll get the iPad sorted, so we don't have to use the laptop all the time, but that will come. Okay, so you see what we've done with the husk. We're going to do that for all of the plants next week, and we might have to keep the ones we've already got in the dirt. We're going to see if we can replant them without the dirt and hope they don't die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they won't die.
Yeah, so we're going to replant them. Um, and then we're going to add fertilizer. Now, because we haven't got our own ready yet, we've decided to go. We've spent a few days trying to find one that actually told us what's in it. Many of them say it has this, that, and the other, but it doesn't have a list of all the ingredients. So we avoid that. Avoid buying the ones that doesn't say exactly everything that's in it. And you want to make sure that you're not going to all this trouble and then adding chemicals to your food again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you need to be very careful about the one that you buy. And the one that we have here, we're not advertising for them. But like I said, I read you the list of nutrients that it has in it. And this one, I was told that normally they would put something like 5 ml to a gallon, but because we're putting it in the system, because the water is flowing against the root constantly, we can put half that amount. So we can put 2.5 ml to each gallon of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing we're going to do next. We're not going to show you that because we need to determine.
Clean. We need to clean that.
Yes, we
Yeah.
need to clean out the dirt out of that tank, which we'll do once the system stops running, and then we'll put the water in, measure it by the gallon, and then add the fertilizer and see how it goes. And I'm going to add some other things of my own in it as well. I'm experimenting with some bits and pieces I'm going to add. And I also am looking to make a spray that will go on the leaves to put nutrients on the leaves and to keep away all the bugs and insects and things that may be on them. It's more unlikely they'll be here because we're up 2 floors from the ground,
Hmm.
and it's on a veranda. But then we have ants up here, so so it's not impossible that these things can actually get up here. So yes, I think that's it for this week. Um, and next week as well, once we've got the fertilizer in, we're going to test the pH and show you how to do that. Okay, because it's very important that the plant has the right pH in order for it to blossom in the way and to feed us with what our body needs. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for us. Yes, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Yes, okay. And who am I? I haven't told you who I am. For those of you who are not used to the shows that I've been doing now for quite some time, I used to do a format where I prepare a meal and eat it for you while you're watching me. And then I would go through a presentation, something pertinent to what we're doing, and then I would do a short meditation. But we've changed it now because so many people are saying to me, I don't know what to eat, especially when I'm out. I can't find
Yeah.
anything to eat. And I know exactly how you feel. You're experiencing the same thing now. You're well
Definitely.
as
Yeah.
well, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Because you want to maintain your health.
Definitely.
So tell me about your experiences out there finding things to eat.
No, very hard, very hard. And
Mm.
when I say hard, I don't mean that they are not out there. They are out there, but they are full of chemicals and all kind of debris.
Mm.
Yeah, what we
Mm.
need is
The, sa-
pure,
mm. The
good
same
food.
thing that helped get you into that condition that with
Yeah,
your heart.
yeah,
And you don't want to go back down that road. And a lot of people also who've had survived diseases as serious as you have, and diseases like diabetes, arthritis, heart problems, and so forth. And they want to find a way to maintain their health. And this is one of the reasons we're doing this. And
Yeah.
you're why you're joining me,
Hmm.
because you have had that experience. So how scary it is. Maybe you can just let people know how scary the shock you had.
Yes, yes, it was very scary, very scary. And you probably eating the cabbage, eating the lettuce, but as I'm saying, they are full of chemical. Grow your own food will avoid those chemical.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm. Okay, so I am Dr. Khalifa, and I am a holistic health and nutrition transformational doctor. I know it's a mouthful, but I've combined many disciplines to bring you a 3-month program to help those of you who are suffering from degenerative diseases like heart problems, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, prostate issues, fibroids, endometriosis, and the list goes on. I help you to not just control those things as you've been told that you have to live with them and you can only control them, but I help you to rid your body of those diseases and the pain and the suffering that goes alongside them, so you can live a normal life. You can live a better than normal life, because that I teach you how to stay healthy, and that once you're living like that, you don't have to worry about your health every day. You don't have to wake up every morning wondering if you're alive or dead. Yes. So and you feel so much better, don't you?
Of
You're able
course.
to go and exercise.
Mm.
You've got the energy to go out there and do what you need to do. So your life changes and you can live a better than normal life. So that is what I do. And I hope you will take on board what I'm putting across to you now in these programs that we're doing, so we can show you how you can help yourself, because the foods that you do eat are a huge contributing factor to your health or to disease, depending on what you are putting into your system. It's a contributing factor, I say, because it's not everything, but it's a major thing. So that's it. That's who I am. I've been working in this field now for over 2 decades. I won't say how much over, because I'm still only 18. So I will say that I've been in this profession for a very long time, and I've helped hundreds of people to rid themselves of degenerative diseases and to be living, even people who were told they wouldn't live to see another day, that they should plan their funerals right now because tomorrow morning they wouldn't wake up, and they are still alive. So if you wish to contact me, go to the link in bio on Instagram, put at Dr. Khalifa, as it says along the screen there, and go into my link in bio, and you will see a list of different things. And one of them you can click on to have a chat with me. You can have a free 15-minute discovery chat, and you can also book a 1 hour paid consultation with me. And you can also click to go into my website and see the testimonials. You're not there yet. We're going to make sure that you are. See the testimonials and take a look at what I am doing. And the website is not quite complete yet, but it will be. I tell you, it definitely will be. I'm just waiting on the person to finish a project to come back and complete it. And we will tell you what progress we're making with the things we're putting together up there. There are 2 books that I have up there, 2 short recipe books. One is super drinks and one is super shakes, which is part of a series of um, books that I took from a book that I wrote in 2010. And I'm making it into shorter ones and making a series of it. So if you want to purchase either of those books, they're available. I have completed the bigger book, which is on another subject, but still relevant. and that is being edited at the moment. So that will be out there soon as well. So with with all of that, hopefully you will go on YouTube as well. I think you're probably on there now, and take a look at the videos that are on there, and take a look at what I've been doing. And if you are having problems, if you are sick and tired of the fatigue, the pain, the pills, the mental and physical degeneration, then go to the link in bio, click on the chat button, book a chat with me, or call the number on the screen and book a chat with me. And you can ask me anything. I will tell you, I will answer your questions and let you know what I can do for you. And over to Cornelius. Anything to say,
Yes,
Cornelius?
I will only continue to remind listeners to eat what you grow. That's the only way you'll be sure about what you're eating. Eat what you grow. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, for the reminder. And next week, it's going to be another exciting episode. And I can't promise you that all of it will be done, but the majority of it will be up and growing. And we're going to move to another stage. We just want to get this one up and going. And then we're going to look at others. And you can also send your comments in as well. Go on YouTube and send your comments in. Tell us what you want. Okay. Tell us what you want us to show you, and we can do our best to do that. So, like I said, have a wonderful, wonderful week, and don't eat anything I wouldn't. Okay? All righty. See you next week. Okay? Bye bye
Bye.
now. Bye.